Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to online physics class. So, dear students, we have successfully completed the first chapter, that is optics. Reflection, refraction, and power of lens. So, today I am going to discuss a new chapter that is about electricity. Dear students, here I am not discussing what we are learning in this chapter. Actually, I will discuss with you now itself. Actually, it is not there in your CBS itself, but is a very important introduction. So in electricity, I want to discuss about introduction of electrostatics and charges, and after that about electric circuit I will discuss, and after that about current I will discuss, and after that about electric current. After that potential difference I will discuss, and after that about resistance I will discuss, and resistivity I will discuss, and factors depending upon resistance I will discuss, and after that resistance in series and resistance parallels we will discuss, and after that we will discuss heating effect of electric current we will discuss, and last finally we will discuss power, electric power we will discuss. These are the, it is not that much lengthy chapter like optics, so it is somewhat easy chapter and not lengthy chapter also. Okay, dear students, I am entering to discuss about electricity here. See how we define electricity. So how we classify electricity. Now I will discuss first. It is actually introduction. It is not there in your CBSE book also, but we want to discuss this introduction, right? So we know very well the branch of physics in which the electric charges are studied is known as the electricity, which deals with the electric charges, or the branch of physics in which the electric charges are studied is known as the electricity. And basically electricity is classified into two types. One is electrostatics and another one is electrodynamics. So these two chapters we will discuss in 12th class about electricity. There in Coulomb's law, electric potential, everything will come. We are not discussing it here. So in which the electric charges are at rest is known as electrostatics, and electrodynamics, so in which the electric charges are in motion, is known as the electrodynamics. One is electric charges are at rest or at stationary. Stationary meaning also rest. So electric charges are stationary or at rest is known as electrostatics. Electrodynamics means the charges are in, electric charges are in motion. Here you will get one doubt. Here what are the charges? What are the charges? Here basically we are taking electrons and protons. So flowing of electrons only constitutes electric current. So we'll discuss after that. So just you didn't get any doubt. Charges means of course here protons are there, and of course here electrons. We are discussing about only electrons and protons only, right? Yes. And next one, where I want to discuss about electric charge. A charge is a fundamental property of a matter which can never be isolated from matter. It cannot exchange from matter, right? So charge is like mass. So in this nature the mass always existed for any body. So actually the main difference between mass and charge can be positive or maybe negative also. For example, for charge of electron is a negative, but for example charge of proton is a positive, but mass always positive, right? So further only it is a charge is like a mass. So charge is a fundamental property of a matter which can never be isolated from matter, right? And here second point is charges are of the two types we know very well. One is positive charge like proton, and a negative charge like electron. And before that I want to discuss one example. I think in this 8th class we discussed this example. See, again you can recall, if we rub a glass rod with silk, then the rod becomes charged. Similarly, just to imagine that point, if you rub a glass rod with silk, then the rod becomes charged. Similarly, if you rub an ebonite rod with wool, then ebonite rod also becomes charged, right? So why it will become charged? Why glass rod will become charged? Why glass rod becomes charged means it loses its electrons, right? And why ebonite rod well also becomes charged? It gain electrons from wool or fur. Yes. Now I want to discuss a positive charge. So how we define positive charge? Positive charge simply meaning is the removing of one electron from one atom or any atom, or the deficiency of electrons on a body or particle is known as the positive charge. and the mass of the body somewhat decreases when a positive charge is given to it. Why? Because for that particular atom it loses one electron. If it loses one electron, that atoms becomes positive charge. Then atoms becomes positive charge means if it loses electron means then its mass is compulsory decreases. And here the glass rod gets positively charged on rubbing with the silk.